What's going on, guys? Will here from Sky Ultimate, and today I'm going to be giving you my full cleat buying guide. So if you're a new player, you're looking to get into Frisbee especially, this is the video you need to watch to figure out what cleats to get for Ultimate. Buying cleats for new players can be a super confusing process. Since there aren't that many Ultimate specific cleats, it can be really hard to figure out what exactly you need. So if you watch this whole video, and I promise all the information in this video is absolutely critical to getting you the right cleats and making sure you don't mess up big, you will know exactly what kind of cleats you need. And if you stay to the end, I'll even tell you a super secret hack to literally get free cleats for life. I promise that is not clickbait. There are three main cleat types that most players get when they are shopping for Ultimate cleats. Those are soccer cleats, lacrosse cleats, and football cleats. And honestly, if you come from one of those sports especially, just stick to that one. There is really no best kind of cleat. It's whatever fits you the best and feels the most comfortable. So if you don't know between those three, pick one that you think looks the most comfortable. Soccer cleats tend to be the lightest, and lacrosse kind of in the middle. Football cleats tend to be a little bit bulkier and heavier, but maybe provide more support. But honestly, you really can't go wrong with any of the three of those. Do not buy anything with metal spikes, as you're not really allowed to wear those on almost any surface. And don't buy turf shoes, as those really don't provide absolutely any grip, especially if you play on a real grass field. They'll basically be useless. The second important thing to consider when you're buying cleats is kind of the level of price that you spend. Most companies will usually have multiple versions of the same cleat, so once you find one you like, you can usually either spend around $60, $70, $80, maybe a little bit lower or higher. Then there's like an $120, $30, $40 tier, and then there's a super expensive cleat. And honestly, it doesn't really matter which one you get. There are probably some slight improvements in maybe material quality, build quality, or just the weight of the cleat, I've heard, as you move up. But especially as a newer player, these are going to make minimal, if any at all, difference. So to stress, new players do not need to spend anything more than the base tier on most cleats. So don't think that spending more money is going to get you the absolute best performance, because it really does not matter. So hopefully by this point you've picked a type of cleat. Maybe you found one that you like from a company that you like, maybe Nike, Adidas. New Balance has really popular cleats for Frisbee. I'll get into some more commonly recommended cleats at the end. I want to talk about the fit of your cleats, because that is one of the most important things. Newer cleats will not necessarily fit the way that they will eventually fit when you break them in. So it's good to give some cleats a little bit of a chance. But one thing to note is that they should fit tightly on all sides. You do not want to buy big cleats. Now, if you have wider feet and you get a narrower cleat, it's obviously not going to feel very comfortable, and that's probably not a good tightness. But don't get cleats that don't hug your feet, and especially around your ankle at all, on all sides. If there's too much room between your cleat and your ankle, you're just asking to roll your ankle and get injured. That's happened to me many times. That's why I always get cleats that fit me well and tie them tightly when I play. All right, finally moving into some common recommended cleats. I'm trying to keep this video brief, so I'll only mention a couple from each section. If you want soccer cleats, I'm a big Nike soccer cleat fan, and the most common kinds are the Mercurials. They're super popular. I personally wear the Phantoms. I actually have a pair right here. These are my current playing cleats. They're nice and pink. But those are both really good options. I've been wearing Phantoms for most of my career, and they honestly work great. If you're a big lacrosse fan person, the New Balance Freezes, and I think they have one called like Heats or something like that. Both New Balance lacrosse cleats that I'm aware of, both of those are really, really good. I've heard basically nothing but good things about both of them, so definitely check those out if you're into lacrosse cleats. And for football cleats, I have been recommended the Addy Zeros Nonstop from Adidas, so definitely check those out again if you're into football cleats. But like I said, if you come from any one of those three sports and you already have cleats that you like, stick to those. They're not going to really get any special benefit for Ultimate by switching to a different cleat style. Alright, and finally, I did promise this at the beginning of the video, so I'm going to deliver my free cleat for life hack. Now, it's a little bit controversial maybe, but Nike does have a warranty on their cleats. I mentioned I'm a big Nike fan. This is pretty much the main reason why. They have a guarantee on all of their shoes. It might be all of their products, but at least all of their shoes. They guarantee that they will last for 2 years. And once you start playing Ultimate for a while, you will realize that especially if you play a lot, your cleats will not last you 2 years. My cleats last me maybe a year, probably not. Usually like one college season from fall, and they're kind of breaking down by the spring. And any farther than that, and they are probably just going to be completely destroyed. Like the bottom, like the plastic bottom where the spikes are, will usually just detach from the top of the cleat. And unless you're going to duct tape it to death, it's probably just time to get new cleats. So this is a perfect opportunity if you buy Nike cleats to send them back. You know, you open a support chat, you send them back, and they will probably just give you new cleats because, again, they back their products for 2 years. If they break within 2 years, you send them back. They will give you credit back onto the site. They just send you a gift card for the price of the cleats, and you can just keep recycling that money to get new cleats every time. It's worked for me multiple times, and hopefully it works for you. All right, that is all I have for you today. That's really all you need to know when you're buying new cleats. As you play more, as you keep trying out new cleats, you can find out exactly what you like and exactly what makes you feel and play the best. But for starters, any of, like I said, the main 3 cleat types are going to work for you just fine. So play around a little bit, try different ones out, but you should be all good. And maybe try that hack, you know, save a little bit of that cheddar. But thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.